Hello. Hello. Red is live. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to share out my live. And Red's followers are called flames, so I'm going to light my candle. I'm having a problem with my computer lately, and it's really annoying. Okay. Here we go. Anybody out there? Like, share, subscribe. I'm sharing out my own live. Have my wig on. I can have short hair or long hair, which is wonderful. Okay. I tried to run to the post office really quick, but I knew it wasn't going to be really quick because it's a little bit. Hi, Bren. How are you? Oh, no, we don't match. Someone, a troll made a comment about my hair, but that's not why I have my wig on. I just decided to wear my wig. Because I take all the comments about my hair as a whole, and the more I love it that my other hairstyle without the wig, the kitty's hairstyle. I love it that I always get comments from little kids that they love my hair. And it's so awesome. And then all the negative comments I get, I'm just like going, I just say this in my head. Oh, narcissist. Every time I'm just like, oh, yeah. I might not be right every time, but I think 99.9999% of the time I am right. This man at the pool, an old man at the pool, right? He made such a rude comment. He was like, about my hair. And you know how it's all like on one side? He was like, did you not have the money for the rest of your haircut? I'll give you $1. And I was just like I'm at work. I have to be nice to the patrons. But it was so rude. And so because my hair is so easy, short the way I have it, and that I can just put this wig on if I want to have long hair for tonight for my live or whatever. And so yeah. Yeah, this man had no filter. It was so rude. And then like $1, like I need $1. And I'm like, dude, I'm making $15 an hour to watch your sorry. Whoops, excuse me. Let me light the candle. Let me light the candle. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Hi, Leticia! Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I'm so happy to see you. How are you? How are you? Sing with me. I always sing along with you, and I get the funniest looks from my fella. That's funny. Oh, I got bubbles. We're gonna talk about thankfulness, and yeah. Hey, Larkwood, how are you? How are you? I have a root beer. I made the best lasagna. This hair is kind of like in my face, but I don't like it to have a gap. It doesn't look right. Let me adjust it. Then it'll be a little bit out of my. That's a good thing about a wig. Let me adjust it so it's a little bit out of my eyes. You're tuning in? You're just tuning in? Are you going to chat with us, Larkwood? You're going to chat with us? This is a lot cheaper than name brand soda. So I got the Kroger brand, Big K brand. I need to try to save money. See, because the more I save money, then I feel like the less I'll have to drive for Lyft when I start driving for Lyft. And then the more time I'll have for my YouTube and my writing, right? So I just thought of another you guys, I got options open of where I can go. So I'm looking everywhere for when my lease is up in February. I have, as of today, because it's the 24th, I have been in this apartment 24 months. No, 23 months. And yeah, I added that up today. and it came to $48,000. I'm like, what? Your clown wigs? Oh, are you saying my wig looks like a clown wig, Brenda? Yeah, this was a little a little bit brighter, and I thought it was a different color in the picture when I ordered it online. And so I didn't like it at first. I really didn't. Let me get my book. Wait. Let's see. Yeah, well, I don't need yeah, that's for 23 months of rent. It's bad. It's bad. So I'm really thinking I will move somewhere, but where I'm going to go or if I'm going to stay here, I don't know yet. I almost just went to renew my PO box Let me give you guys my address. Anybody, yeah. 23 months in this apartment, I've paid $2,100 a month. That's $48,300. I do need to move. This is my journal from Abbey Road Studios. But yeah. So let's see, if you want my snail mail address, because $91 for 6 months. I went and looked it up because they sent me this thing. Well, they put it in my box that it's time to renew it already in August. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And I'm like, I thought I paid until I'm out of here. But I was going to do a 6 months lease, and that would have been till August. But I renewed it for a year. My computer is being really annoying. I'm trying to get my there it is. Address. So if anybody wants to send me a note, I have lots of things. Colorado. The wolves. Bigfoot. I can write you back. If anybody wants to snail mail me Bigfoot, I don't believe, but whatever. It's a nice little postcard. I don't think I believe. I don't know. So yeah. Yeah, that's why I got my job, but I should have really gotten a cheaper place, but I really, really like my apartment too. I don't know. So, but I have a new place in mind, but I'm not gonna say yet. And it's just, you know me. I'm always talking about all sorts of things, like Oregon. But I already lived by my younger son for a year, and then he moved to Oregon. So my extra son lives here still, so that's nice. And he's gonna come over I'm gonna grow on Sunday, and he's gonna come over again. So talking about being thankful and don't be entitled. And people who are, this was the interesting thing that I realized when I was away from God, and excuse me, the root beer makes me burp. When I was away from God, and all these things that just, they tell you to do is be grateful, be thankful, it's good for your mental health, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's a Christianity thing. And then even mindfulness, that's in Christianity. And all these things, and I was just like, and meditation, like, well, meditating on God's word and stuff, not the same as Eastern meditation, but and all these things, I was like, wow, they were like just veering me back towards, God and faith. And that was the way I needed to be guided back to anyways. So, yeah, if you just, and like I've had an issue lately that I'm not talking about on here, but these things can consume you, and that's the way I get. I'm like, okay, what should I do? Should I do this? I need to ask this person that, and I need to ask this person that, and and no, what I need to do is calm down and pray. And then I saw that Joel Osteen message, leave it alone. It's so hard for me to leave it alone or let it be, like the Beatles sang. Where Paul McCartney thought up that song. It starts out, I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. It's so hard for me to let it be. And then also when I was in the ex-evangelical movement, they're like, what is it about God that he has to be worshipped? And, why does he, he must be an egomaniac. We have to worship him and blah, 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 blah. Well, now, I realize, and I used to say before too, everything God asks us to do or not do is for our good. And it's like, if I were focusing on him and thanking him for all that I have, I wouldn't be getting so worried and consumed by this problem that was driving me insane. I'm like, I have to find out this, I have to find out that, I have to call this person, I have to talk to that person and see what they think I should do. And taking up all the time with my therapist. I'm like, it's been taking up all my time with my therapist. I'm not even talking about me and how I feel and, anything of that. And I'm just talking about this other situation. And it's like, and I'm like, this is like, I need to stop. This is not good. I was like, this is my favorite emoji lately. This is the emoji with the shrugging woman. I need one with red hair though. She's blonde, but I think she's blonde. I don't know. What color hair does the shrugging woman have? 5 watching. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here. I have needed this time though. I'm really thankful for my apartment, and I feel like God led me here. I do. Hi, Brenda. How are you? How's it going? But I do feel like I'm here to heal, and I feel like it's like very much a healing space. It's like a safe space. It's a healing space. So, but yeah, it's an expensive space. It's an expensive space. So, yeah. But we're going to see in the next 6 months. A lot of things could change, That is one thing my therapist said, that like, she's like, a lot can change in 6 months. Yeah. A lot can change, so I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, and things are getting better, you know. Um, like I was talking about. You guys, I was thinking like, oh, I need to delete that live? Me talking about things. Um, but I was thinking today, and oh, you're going to Santa Fe, New Mexico. That's good. Like, I'm, yeah, you always like this hair. Yeah, I was talking about I love my, I love my hairstyle, but I just decided to I hadn't worn my wig in a while. I took it to California, but I never wore it on a live when I was traveling. Sometimes a single day can change your life. Oh yeah, that is true. I'm hoping, you know, good, good for good, for good. Hat, were you thinking today? Um, no. Um, oh, what was I thinking today? Oh, I was thinking about how, like, even though I was away from God, I was still in my mode the way I was. And I was talking about Gladys on Monday night, and she really helped me out, and she was a godsend. And I helped her out because, I was always, getting her groceries and doing different. I took her dog to the vet when I had him in 2020. Um, she had anxiety about having her dog about around. She wouldn't admit this, but she had anxiety about having her dog around other dogs because she got bit when she was watching her dog and her dad's dog. She got bit by them because they got into a fight and she was trying to split it up. And so I took her dog to the vet for her, and like she was a godsend, and we helped each other out. And then I thought about how, God worked. I could just see God in everything in my travels since 2020. Um, just working out everything, like falling into place, like going to California and in the pandemic. LA was shut down. LA was shut down. You couldn't get your nails done, you couldn't get your hair done. Joyce was so annoyed. My sister-in-law. So getting there to help my brother with my sister-in-law when she was ill, the timing in that, and then so my brother helped me and I helped him because I was staying in my RV on his property. And Gladys helped me and I helped her. And then the handicapped people, I said I had sleep in my RV at meetups, and being able to help people out, it's always been important to me. So and then Mario, who I bought the van from, so obviously helped him out. But he helped me out too because who I sold my RV to was a dairy farmer in Missouri. And then I offered to deliver it, and he's like, now I have to figure out how to get this, to Missouri, because he was about a couple hours away and he was in Missouri and I was in Illinois. And so I was so excited about selling it. I sold it on Mother's Day in 2022. And I said, I'll deliver it. And he's like, do you have somebody to ride with you over here? And I was like, yeah, I'll figure it out. And Gladys was going to be out of town. I didn't really know anybody else there. I couldn't ask Jacob. I wouldn't ask him. And then, Mario contacts me. And like, hey, when are you going to be back in St. Louis? And I was like, I've been sitting here, man, for 7 months. That's why I think it's interesting that I have the 7 months again. And you guys, I was going to go on a cruise, but I need to call them. For some reason, it didn't charge my card. And so I don't think I'm going to go on the cruise. It's in November. So I think I'm going to do the same thing I did when I was in St. Louis before I came here, is just sit and chill, try to save money, do YouTube, write, get things done. So that's what I was thinking today. But I was saying earlier about my hair before you came in, Brenda, that I love my hairstyle. And then, when I want to have long hair, I can put this wig on. But somebody made a comment on the Monday Night Live. I get one comment and it's like, that's the most ridiculous hairstyle I've ever seen. And I was just saying to Ark Rosebud and Letitia that in Larkwood, that when someone says that, it's usually a narcissist. I feel like maybe 90%, 99.9% of the time. I don't know about a person that makes one comment, but it's usually narcissistic men that don't like my hairstyle and make a rude comment about it. And then it's little kids that I love, and I'm like, well, you old fogey in the pool, I'm not trying to please you, Old narcissistic men. I don't care. You don't like my hair? I don't care. No, I wasn't having a bad hair day. No. That wasn't it. My hair was like it always is. Yeah, that's the thing with my hairstyle too, Brenda. I can't have a bad hair day. I'm more likely to have a bad hair day with this, but my hair is just like so short. It goes where I want it to go. I don't have to blow dry. I don't have to mess with it. I don't have to curl it. I don't, that's the thing. I don't have bad hair day. I honestly don't. I never really have had a bad hair day, honestly. I don't mean to sound like I'm bragging or something, but I don't have a bad. Redheads don't have bad hair days. But narcissists want you to have long hair. I like you do. Thank you. And that's what little kids always say to me. And I'm like, okay. Every time that happens, I'm like, I'm going to keep my hair this way. Like this. There's my switchfoot picture. But it just like, it doesn't get messed up. I don't have a bad hair day, honestly. Look at Lily's hair in this. Lily doesn't have a bad hair day either. Let's see. I have a poem. I do have a poem about being thankful. I honestly do. Let me find it. In my new book of poetry, I have a book about being thankful. So I'm thankful I found that hairstyle. I found the hairstyle on Pinterest. So here's a poem from Red Poems called I Am Thankful. It's in my next book of poetry, which I need to find a publisher for. Okay. This is, I am thankful. It didn't go the way I thought, but I'm thankful. I stayed, I prayed, I fought the fight. I worked, I loved, I shined his light. I cooked, I cleaned, it was a mess, as I was sometimes. I burned the food, it wasn't good. I got mad and said the wrong thing. I was quiet sometimes when I should have spoken up. More times I spoke up and said too much when I should have shut up. It didn't end the way I thought, but I am thankful. I'm sorry about all the times I let you down or made you frown or feel unloved. I'm glad for all the good times, as they were many. He forgives me, and I am thankful for his mercy. Here's the next one, another one from my new book of poetry. This one's called My Hero, and I wrote it in June 2014. And the interesting thing about that is in June 2014, a sad thing happened, and my brother-in-law passed away. Yeah, dye your hair red. You won't have any more bad hair days. Exactly, Brenda. I think you would look good with red hair. You would. Yeah, short hairdos, it's like it can't get messed up, you know. But I'm more likely to have a bad hairdo with long hair. But I used to have sort of like a cowlick. I guess it kind of bothered me, but sometimes, but no, not really too many bad hair days. But but this is kind of hot. I'm gonna turn the AC on. I don't even have it on. So my AC was like set, and it went when electricity went off and it came back on. It kept my thermostat kept going to this thing to set it, and it's annoying. And so now I'm just turning it off and turning it on because I'm trying to reset it, but I think I need to go into this thing, which I didn't even know was on it before, and reset it. So there's something with it, and it's not staying, because I set it like at almost 80 degrees, right? That's what it is in here now, probably. Yeah, it's 80 degrees. So because I'm very warm natured, so yeah, that's another thing I need. Another thing on my list. It's like, oh, like I'm not working anymore. I'm gonna have all this time, but like my time is filled up, and it's like, Lord, help me manage my time so I can, because I'm still not having a whole lot of writing time and stuff. Hi, how are you? I just almost mailed the book. I got it ready, and I was gonna go to the post office, and I'm like, I can't go to this post office real quick because it's out of the way, and I was gonna pay for my PO box for 6 more months and mail the book to you. But then I'm like, I only have 15 minutes. I don't have time. So I turned around and came back. I'm like, I can't be that late. I don't want to be a half an hour late to my live. So I'm going to mail it in the morning. And now I need to get new tires. So I need to find, I think I'm going to try discount tires. That's what Albert said. My extra son. So I was telling you a story about this next poem. I wrote this poem in June 2014, and that is when, I'm reminded to pray. Let's take a minute and pray for our kids and our grandkids. Dear Lord, I thank you for these YouTube subscribers. I pray you bless them and their families, Lord. For any that have kids, please bless our kids and watch over them and let them know we love them and that you love them. And for those who have grandkids, please bless our grandkids and watch over them and let them know we love them and that you love them. And we thank you for our families, Lord. We pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good name for Glenn the Generous. So I'm talking about being thankful, and I'm talking about a poem I'm about to read from Red Poems that's called My Hero. And it's about God, but I'm talking about my brother-in-law, because my brother-in-law, they called him Super Dave, because and that nickname came about because he looked like Dean Cain. Remember the old Superman? He didn't look like it. He looked like a younger Dean Cain. He was 45, but he got cancer. I'm thinking it was in his kidney. I really don't remember. I'm thinking it was in his kidneys, but it was far along when they found it. And he got radiation, he got chemo, and it got all of it. And they said it was gone, but the chemo damaged his lungs, is what they said. And he passed in June 2014. But they called him Super Dave. And, I always tell y'all, because I shouldn't, don't tell anybody. Last name is Story. So he had a cool ring. I think my brother-in-law, Jay, has it now with an S for Story and for Super Dave. And so that's why he got that nickname, Super Dave. And he was a cheerleader for the Florida Atlantic University Fighting Owls, the basketball team. And he could do flips and stuff like that. When he was in college, he did that. So he was a cheerleader and, lift the girls up and stuff like that. And I had the videos. I told you guys before that when I left Georgia, I got all our videos put on iMemories and digital. And we hadn't looked at them in years. So I was sharing them out, and emailing them to my kids and stuff like that. And I shared that one on Facebook of him cheerleading for the Fighting Owls. But anyways, this poem, it is about God, but it's called My Hero, that I wrote. And I for some reason, I don't always do this, but I wrote down that June 10th, 2014, and he passed on the 11th, I think. Or that might be the day he passed. I don't know. Maybe that's why I was thinking about it. I don't know. But it's about God. My hero, make a liar out of me. Two steps forward, one step back. The risk of reach. I'm not afraid anymore. Oh, really? Are you sure about that? I'm free. What's that I see? More links in the chain binding me. But he keeps saving me. Like I'm Mary Jane or Lois Lane. He's my hero. I'm saved, being saved, and will be saved continually till his face I see. How many times must I fall? But I know I'm going to rise again, singing farewell to old Prince Charming and hello, Superman. Hi, Granny. How are you? We're talking about being thankful. So that is another reason to be thankful. I don't think my ex or anybody, we didn't see this coming, really. I mean, yeah, especially because he was really fighting it and he was getting all the chemo and then he passed. And when they just said, thank you, Letitia. Thanks. That's good thank you for that feedback, because that's a brand new poem. And, it's from 2014, I said. See, this is how long this, so this is from 2015. So since I finished this one and I got it, I got it published on Amazon Creative Space, and that was free. And then I shouldn't have rushed into the Vanity Publisher, and then the elephant one I got ripped off about the elephant book. But the elephant poem is in this book. So you'll be getting that soon because I'm going to mail that out to you tomorrow, Glenn. So, yeah. So that's how long. And because of these setbacks, like the shady publisher, it makes me procrastinate more. And, because I've been so busy. Because I've been traveling in my RV, and it's like I don't have time to write. And when I was away from God, that was really set me back. That really set back my progress a lot, because I was talking about that too, because when I was talking about boundaries Monday, I didn't have good boundaries, and when you don't have good boundaries, that takes up a lot of your time. You waste a lot of time with, toxic people and situations, and, I am taking my time, but, I started on that read poems right after finishing this one. So, and that one was 2014. That poem I just read was written in 2014. So that's 10 years ago now. So, but hopefully soon I will be able to find a publisher. So what I have heard is I might try to find a publishing agent first. And so today, that's too bad. How long have I been an author? Good question. I've been writing for a long time. I've been writing poems since I was a teen. That's what it says on the back of this. So, no, I guess that's the thing that says on Amazon. This says, these are just poems about my life, inspired by the books and music I love, the people I've met, and the storms I've been through. I hope you enjoy it. This one. This is on Amazon, but it's better if you get it from me. So, so I started blogging. I started with a yearly Christmas letter, actually, Granny. I started with a yearly Christmas letter, and that turned into being, I would try to make it inspirational. And then I'll give you the link to my blog. And my mom passed in 2009. And in 2010, I decided to discontinue the Christmas letter and start a blog. I'll put, I want to share, I didn't do this Monday, but I meant to. I want to share videos as I do this live, okay? Here's my website. That has links to all my stuff. like my Instagram, my blog. But I'm going to put a link to my blog in the chat too. So my blog I started a long time ago. Like I said, 2010. And I had so many posts. I often forget which ones I kept up and which ones I took down. But I wrote about my brothers. It was an inspirational blog. My blog is Redheaded Writing Hood also. There you go. Oh, let me share my snail mail address again. Huh, I'm trying to copy it. Maybe I won't. Okay, wait. Never mind. Maybe that's a sign that I don't need to share. If you look back in the chat, I have my snail mail address. So if you send me a note, I will send you a note, a postcard from Colorado, or a postcard of the wolves, or a postcard of Bigfoot. Oh, I also have a postcard from Sintra, Portugal, from a castle I went to. So, okay, what I was going to do is share some videos while I'm live. So, if you go to someone's like videos, and then you can click at the top on popular, and then all the most popular videos come up. So then you can look and see what videos of mine you haven't seen that are popular that you might want to see. So I have one video on narcissism. Let's see. I did this video after Angie Atkinson. I was a member of her channel, and she passed away. And she did. She had a good narcissism channel. Oh, okay. Oh, really? Wow. You need to come back for a visit, Leticia. Oh, you're making me want to. What part of, wait, you told me before, didn't you? What part of Georgia are you in? I'm wondering if I should tell you. I am considering, but I've been considering lots of stuff. I think I've been through there though. What highway is it by? It sounds familiar. Sandersville. It sounds familiar. I was in Warner Robins. But I've been toying with the idea of moving back to Georgia. Guys, shh! Don't tell anybody, okay? Shh! Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. So I do have one, an hour from Augusta near, Milledgeville. That's why it sounds familiar. My oldest daughter went to GC and SU. And I was like, quit saying that, Sarah. Nobody knows what you're talking about. Georgia College and State University. Yes. Hi, above always. How are you? Was your name something else before? Do I know you? I know you, don't I? You look familiar. But did you change your channel name? Yeah, Georgia is nice, but I didn't think. Yes. She that's where she became a nurse. Yeah. She graduated in 2009. Yeah. Here's this WebRoot thing again. Go away, WebRoot. Helen's lovely. Yeah, that's the only place my ex took me. Not even out of the state. Come on, man. He didn't have to take me anywhere. I think his reasoning, my ex's reasoning was, I don't have to take you anywhere because, your parents live in California. My parents live in Florida. Boca Raton, Florida is beautiful. Beautiful beaches in California. I love those places. I love both those places. I'm a mermaid, so he's like, I don't have to take you anywhere. But we did go to Helen one time for the weekend. You didn't? Okay, you didn't, because it looks. I know you look familiar, but I'm like, was that your name before? Okay. Oh, you watch on your TV. Okay. Well, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get my watch. It's like I've been almost monetized like twice now. Really close. What I do with Lindy on Tuesday and Carol on Saturday is, since I'm a moderator, I want to be in the chat. I'll put them on the TV and I'll sit in my chair over there. My chair right there, that chair. And I'll be on my laptop so I can chat in the chat and watch them on the TV and then turn off the sound on my computer. So that's what I do. So keep getting all these. No, I don't want to bring that up. Never mind. Never mind. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I just shared one, but let me share one that has to do with what I'm talking about, really. I did mention narcissism because the guys that don't like my hair, if you don't want me to think you're a narcissist, then don't make a negative comment about my hair. And it's like, that's another like red flag, I think, of a narcissist, especially like these are like older men that, no, I'm not, one of them was married, that no, I'm not interested in them anyways. It's like, why do you think I care what you think of my hair? Why do you think? And I actually put it in the video because it's come up a couple of times and I'm like, oh, wait, I think he is a narcissist, not just because of that one thing, but other things too. But I'm hoping to talk to Valentina soon. I had to re-download my WhatsApp And so Valentina is the one, the YouTube follower I stayed with when I was in Turin, Italy. Okay, so I'm going to share out this video. Last summer when I was in Italy. It's a little cooler this July in Italy, Valentina said, because it was like 40 degrees Celsius, which is very hot. I need to look up what that, you know, you can ask Siri. Siri, what's 40 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? 104. So it was 104 in Italy when I was there. So hot. Yeah, I try to avoid. There's so many of them really. And I'm not like just talking about like, I'm not a doctor, no, I can't diagnose them, but they have the traits, you know, and they're like maybe not full blown, but you know, they have the traits, and it's a personality. You know, a normal person can see that someone has these traits. It's not like you have to be a doctor. So even Dr. Romney says that. It's a personality type, you know, just like, you know, just like you'd say someone's shy or someone's, you know, introverted. Okay. When I was in Italy, let's share that one. Let's see. Oh, have you seen I'm going to probably put this up again. Welcome to my channel video. Right after I learned to edit. Okay. Yeah. See, that's the way I was feeling. I'm hoping to not attract any more of them. I'm hoping to not attract any more of them. Oh my goodness. I can't wear this wig. That's why I can't wear this wig. I think they like redheads. I don't know, but it seems like it. Yeah, it was good for me to learn about because, yeah, to avoid them. Yeah, I have much more peace now too. Yeah. I was surrounded by them also. Yes. So that was, yeah, it was my normal also. Oh, that's awesome. That is so awesome. Yay. So excited. Yes. That's what I'm hoping to have too. So yeah. And then just some of them, it's hard. So with my dad, he was like the covert. I realized he was the covert type. And I didn't realize this until I realized my ex was the covert type. And so this was like 2015. And thank you. Thank you. But no narcissist. Stay away from me, narcissist. No. I like to do, have you seen Have you seen Megan Trainor's No video? Oh, that was my song. That was my jam. My name is no, my sign is no, my number is no. You need to let it go. Yes. So, okay. So I was going to share this poem. When I learned how to edit, how to edit on Outdoor Dashes Travels channel, I did this video. Welcome to Red's channel. But yeah, I'm talking about being. Oh, you want to hear the song? I'll put that link in the chat too. Are you on a computer or a phone? Because if like it can take you out of this live and then you'll have to come back. But you can go out of the live, go to and then come back if you want. I loved it too because she has red hair in it. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that looks like me when I was like 20, like her age. Because she has the green or blue eyes. My eyes are bluish green. So like when people, and depending on what I'm wearing, so some guys would say, oh, the blue eyes. And I'm just like, no, they're green. And go away, leave me alone. But yeah, if you want to know what red looked like when I had my little toddlers, when I had all my little kids, well, they were like 3 years apart, so they weren't like, they were kind of like stepping stones, but yeah, kind of like the oldest to the youngest. But if you want to know what I look like, look at this Megan Trainor in this video. And she married, her little boy has red hair because she married the guy from Spy Kids, the boy with the red hair. So her little boy has red hair. He's so cute. So yeah, that was my jam because I said in the video I did about, is Red ready to date? And the answer is no, by the way. I said in that video that I've been celibate most of the time. I've been single 10 years. And most of that time I've been celibate, except for like 2 years. And most of the time I've been happy to be celibate. I've been happier the 8 years than the 2 years, because those were the 2 years I was away from God and I was not happy. And I was getting more and more anxious, and I was like, my boundaries were down. Like Monday I talked about boundaries. So my boundaries were down when I was away from God, and I was being like, oh, I'm open-minded and it's okay, and it's like, no, it's not. Letting all these friends in that, the YouTube friends that are drinking on lives, and then, being more, not being celibate anymore. And no, and I really was cynical too. I was like, well, what am I going to do? I'm not going to find anybody that's appropriate or good to marry. And so I'm like, am I not going to have sex anymore because I'm not going to find another husband? I was really cynical. And so, yeah. So, but most of the time, this no song has been my jam. It's like, no. So, yeah. And let me say a poem from this one now. A poem I nearly forgot the one, The Haunting. because when I was like, you'll listen to this. I think I said it on Monday, but I'll say it again. I like it. It's one of my favorites too. It's one of my favorites too. It's called The Haunting, and it's based on Psalm 139. And it's from a quote. It began with a quote from My Utmost for His Highest. And Oswald Chambers asks, "What are you haunted by?" And states that you should be haunted by God. But I wouldn't say this poem anymore. Like, all my poems are about God. So that too put my writing on hold, because I had already wrote, like, the time away from God was from 2019 to 2021. And I had already wrote most of those poems, and they were all about God and faith too. And so that was another thing that stalled me. And, the whole, my whole stint away from God just what do you call it? Well, I was backslidden, and I was being rebellious, and I was running away from God. Like, I was telling this at church on Sunday, and we had sacred space before church, and my pastor was there. He's not always there. Hi, Judy. And I said, when I was away from God, I was like Jonah, and Jesus came and found me, like the one sheep that left the 99. He left the 99 and came and found me. That's what I always sing. He left 99, left them all behind to find me. So I got swallowed by the whale. My pastor's like, "So now you're whale vomit." I'm like, "Yeah, I was whale vomit." That was me. A little sheep with the whale vomit. Yeah. So the one I want to read is called The Haunting. Oh, let me read you the two. I'm going to read you another one from here. I could just run away, try to live my way another day, but what would be the use? Wasted time, a wasted life. But then again, I could give it all to Him, and He transforms it. If I turn to the left or to the right, you're halfway there, or perhaps not quite. I hear Him all the time. I open my eyes, and He lights up the sky. In a song, I see Him. In a tree, He's there. What is this love He has for me? Wherever I go, to a movie or a show, there isn't a thought He doesn't know. He is the great I am, and yet He is my friend. It's too wonderful to comprehend. He'll always be there till the end. When we've been there 10,000 years, His voice will echo in my ears. Still His praises I will sing, always and forever. He is my King. And so I was saying again about, like, I was in this group of deconstructing, and I really do feel like it was good to deconstruct my beliefs and think about why I believe what I believe and all of that, and examine, like, it's okay to doubt. God's not afraid for us to doubt, you know what I mean? And I feel like it really got me to rethink some things, and that's what led me to go really examine my belief in eternal conscious torment. And then I heard about this book and read this. I first saw Julie Forwarda on channel called God is Gray. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was one of my favorite poems, and I didn't say it. I even tried to change too. I tried to change the redheaded poem. I'll say that for you. Yeah, let me share a video with you how I said the redheaded poem when I was away from God, because I said it. I did a video and I said it, tried to say it differently, and said, what did I say at the end? I said something different at the end. I'll show it to you. My computer is being annoying. So let's see. Let me see. Now I hit on oldest. I'm not sure if it's, wonder if I can find it. I don't know if I can find it. Let me show you my bubbles video. Here's my RV has bubbles. This was in Klamath. I've spent many years away from God. I returned when my husband left our family 7.5 years ago. Yeah, I was just like, I was all alone. And it's just like, why would I run away from the only one who was helping me, really? You know? It was ridiculous. I felt it was ridiculous. Here's my, I don't know if I can find the one where I say the redheaded poem with a different ending. I tried to say it with a different ending. Yeah, when my husband and I separated, he left me for a month, but then he made it look like he came back. I asked him to come back to the house because I went to visit my family in California, and then I let him stay in the house, and we lived in the house together for 2 years, and then I moved out in 2016, but then he blamed it all on me. Yeah, that's exactly the way like I say it. Yeah, that's what I realized too. I turned my back on him, and then I'm like, oh, I'm agnostic. I knew deep in my heart, just because of things, and then things continued to happen. I knew deep in my heart that he was there, that he was real. I knew it. I knew it because he's always been there. Let me turn the air off now because I'm too cold. 77. Wow. Like, you know that. So what I was talking about before, and I don't know if I finished saying it, is like the ex-evangelicals say, like, why do we have to praise God and blah, 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 blah? Well, it's for you. It's to get your focus on him. And what I was just going to say, because this live is about being thankful and not being entitled and not being a spoiled brat. So I know none of y'all are like that. I know none of y'all are like that. So that song by CeCe Winans, I love it. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. I'll share that one too. Let me see. I love it. I would go through these songs in my head when I was lifeguarding. Because lifeguarding can get pretty boring because you're just standing there watching everybody swim. And so I would take the opportunity to pray when I was lifeguarding. I would go through songs in my head, like this one, and the Brandon Lake one, Gratitude, I really love that one. I would go through songs in my head. I would list all the things I'm thankful for. I would pray for my kids. I'd pray for the kids, the people at the pool. And all of that. Yes, exactly. Oh, and that reminds me of something. I have a lot of favorite Bible verses, but one of my favorite chapters in the Bible is Isaiah 54. And let me put this video here. And that's what is in Isaiah 54, is about your maker is your husband. Oh, I will say that poem because I have a poem that has the verse in it. Let me find it. No, I think it's in this one. Do you guys like Bible Gateway? I love Bible Gateway. That's usually where I get all my verses from. But there's so many great online Bibles. But Isaiah 54, and I love the book of Isaiah. I love all of the book of Isaiah, but this is like my favorite chapter in the Bible. Sing, O barren, thou that didst not bear. This is wait, let me change it. See, and on this Bible Gateway, you can change the version, and I like the New King James Version. Sing, O barren. Wait, that didn't change yet. Let me change it. There. Sing, O barren, you who have not borne. Break forth into singing, cry out loud. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married woman. Of course, this does not apply to me because I have 5 kids, but enlarge the place of your tent. Let them stretch out the curtains of your dwellings. Do not spare, lengthen your cords and strengthen your stakes. For you shall expand to the right and to the left, and your descendants will inherit the nations and make the desolate cities inhabitants. Do not fear, for you will not be ashamed, neither be disgraced, for you will not be put to shame. For you will forget the shame of your youth, and you will not remember the reproach of your widowhood anymore. And this is where it starts. For your maker is your husband, the Lord of hosts is his name, and your Redeemer is the Holy One of Israel. He is called the God of the whole earth. For the Lord has called you like a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, like a youthful wife when you were refused, says your God. For a mere moment I have forsaken you, but with great mercies I will gather you. With a little wrath I hid my face from you for a moment, but with everlasting kindness I will have mercy on you, says the Lord, your Redeemer. For this is like the waters of Noah to me. I just noticed this part of it too this week. Was this week or last week maybe? That the waters of Noah would no longer cover the earth. So I have sworn that I will not be angry with you nor rebuke you. For the mountains shall depart and the hills be removed, but my kindness shall not depart from you, nor shall my covenant of peace be removed, says the Lord who has mercy on you. And this is the part that makes, and I was in this weight loss cult, and she mentioned these verses. And I think I was a little bit familiar with them before, but after that, I was like, wow. Oh, you afflicted one, tossed with tempests and not comforted. You know, that's how I am. I'm rebellious when I'm running away from God. And yeah. Behold, I will lay your stones with colorful gems and your foundations with sapphires. I will make your pinnacles of rubies and your gates of crystal and all your walls of precious stones. All your children shall be taught of the Lord, and great shall be the peace of your children. I'm still praying this. In righteousness you shall be established. I prayed that for years. All your children shall be taught of the Lord, and great shall be the peace of your children. And I started praying it again recently. In righteousness you shall be established. You shall be far from oppression, for you shall not fear, and from terror, for it shall not come near you. Indeed, they shall surely assemble, but not because of me. Whoever assembles against you shall fall for your sake. And I've gone to this verse ever, and this is where this is, that in charismatic churches, you'll hear this over and over again. Behold, I've created the blacksmith who blows the coals in the fire, who brings forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the spoiler to destroy. But no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Every tongue which rises against you in judgment you shall condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is from me, says the Lord. See, so if you're ever wondering where that verse is, it's in Isaiah 54. Yes. My sons too. Hi, Laura. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Yeah, I love Bible Gateway. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for lurking. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that about both my sons actually, but like they're not really in church. My oldest son recently though did say he got rebaptized, and my younger son is not in church, but yeah, but I do feel like, yeah, he's good though. I believe everybody's good now, even though, but yeah, they're good. Yes, I love that. That's my favorite chapter probably. Because there's just so much good stuff in it. Trying to think what I have that in a poem, and I'm trying to remember which poem it is. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's in this one. I think it might be the woman you gave me. Let me see. Oh, here's one from the Seven-Story Tree that I wrote these so long ago, like 30 2012, 2013, 2011. I don't know, a while ago. My aim and hope: cook, clean, study, sing, work out right, remember, repeat. Love, let go, forgive, forget, have no regret. Jesus, joy, strength, stability, never wasting your ability. Pray, praise, play all day. King and crown one day we'll meet, and I'll lay it all at his feet. So there's a line from this one that I actually my dad, since like one of the first poems in here is about my difficult relationship with my dad, I wasn't offering up one book to my dad, but I did give one. I don't know what he did with it. He probably threw it away. I gave one to my ex too. And to my dad and to my ex, I signed the book with a line from this poem because it says, love, let go, forgive, forget, have no regret. And I signed that in the book to my dad. When my dad passed away, my stepmother just like is so annoying. She had all these things. My brother had them at his house. I never did get them. But one of the things in the box were things for me was my, there was my senior picture. And I don't want to picture myself. My mom used to have them hanging on the wall in their house in California. And then the book that I gave my dad with that, that was how I signed it. And I signed it Susan, or I signed it Sue. I don't know. My mom and dad and my ex called me Sue. But yeah. Let's see. I don't know where I have a line from that. I'll maybe have to find it for Friday, to say for Friday. I have 30 more minutes. Oh, here's one. Here's one that I haven't ever read on here. Treasure in the Unexpected. I have a quote from a Dina Menzel song before this poem. When you ask me who I am, what is my vision, and do I have a plan? Where is my strength? Have I nothing to say? I hear the words in my head and I push them away. Adina Menzel. Treasure in the Unexpected. I think I got this off of online somewhere. This was inspired by like an article or something, but I can't remember. It was so long ago. So long ago. Has God ever led you to do the unexpected every day? It makes the Pharisees so mad. Eat with tax collectors and sinners, go through Samaria, grant grace to an adulteress, heal on the Sabbath, quote Eminem. That's what I did in some of these poems are quotes from an Eminem song. Be friends with the condemned, write about sexual temptation, get a tattoo, confront powerful people. That's taboo. If you truly follow him, you may raise a few eyebrows, but be sure you're being persecuted for him and not because you're compromising with sin. And I also heard the voice of the Lord saying, whom shall I send and who will go for us? Then I said, here am I, send me. Isaiah 6:8. In my read poem that I read on Monday is Isaiah 1. Though your sins are red like scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. That's from Isaiah 1. And this is from whom shall I send and who shall go for us? That's from Isaiah 6. And here's one that was inspired by Idina Menzel, because Idina Menzel, I loved it. At the time when I separated from my ex, Frozen movie was popular, and still the Wicked play on Broadway was popular. And Idina Menzel sang the Let It Go song and also the Defying Gravity song, which both inspired me. And so that's why I was so inspired by Idina Menzel. And so the verse I put before this poem is called Defying Gravity. Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty by which Christ has made us free, and do not be entangled again with a yoke of bondage. Galatians 5:1. Defying gravity. Let it go. It's much too heavy. You know it's holding you down and holding you back. Oh, that I had wings like a dove. I'd be at peace. That's from Psalms. Is it love, pure as driven snow? Frozen. Let it go. Harmless as a dove flying high above. Set it free. If it comes back to you, it's yours. If it doesn't, it's no longer meant to be. And if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. Defying gravity. Oh, I'm gonna say my Ginger Me poem. I don't know how I changed the ending. I said something different than. Let me say it so you know what I'm talking about. Blondes have all the fun. They're the lucky ones. Gentlemen prefer them. It seems bad boys prefer me. Perhaps another shade of dye is worth a try. But my cousin says her red hair makes her fly. They look at her, they look at me. If he's male, we'll get it for free. She's got sass, she's got spunk. She knows that God don't make junk. They call me Red, a firecracker, they said. I no longer care what they say. What's in my heart can't be taken away. Someday my hair will fade, and I'll let it stay gray. Or go white, as redheads do. Beauty is vain. But the fire in my heart will burn on, and to my king I'll sing this song. His love is deeper than the ocean. He washes away my brokenness. He whispers to my heart, his love for me will never part. I think I said my love for me will never part, something like that. But you see, like the whole poem, like, you know, it's like if you're going to get God out of that, you're going to have to scrap it, you know? You're going to have to scrap the whole poem. You're going to have to throw the whole book away because it's all, every single poem is about God, you know? So thankfully I didn't do that. I came to my senses. Oh, there's a poem about the prodigal. Let me read you that, which was funny that it ended up being about me. It's called The Prodigal, and it's on page. Let's see, on page. So when I first did this, you could go into Amazon. It was pretty cool. Create a space and change things up. When I first did the book, it didn't have a table of contents, right? And when I was still in my ex's house, I was applying for jobs. And I was still applying for jobs. I was trying to sell Mary Kay. I tried to start a Bible study in my home. One of the first persons who bought my book was my neighbor. What was her name? It's Carol. Wow. Her name has gone out of my head. I can't think of her name, but she was like, you know, you need a table of contents. And so I started printing them up and put them in the front of the book, but then I could go right. I finally went back into, I changed the cover too and put this picture that my Claire Bear made when she was like 7 or 8 or 6 or 7 or 8 or something like that. That's the 7 of us in the tree. So that's why it's called the 7-story tree. My last name is Story. Shh, don't tell anybody. So, yeah, so I went in and added the table of contents. So, yeah, so it was helpful. Then you could find the poems. So, was there another one I said I was going to read you? Anyways, I'm very thankful. And if you're thankful, you're just happier, you know? And I feel like unthankful people, they're just miserable. They're never happy, you know? It's like if I have this, I'll be happy. And they don't have that and they're not happy. And they just, complain, 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 complain. And it's just like God tells us to praise. That makes us happier. That turns our focus off our problems and puts our focus on the problem solver, And just like I said recently, that I was so focused on this issue that I'm not talking about here for privacy issues, but this issue I'm going through, and that I was focusing on that. And then even, when I'm talking to my therapist, the whole time I'm talking about this, and I'm not even talking about how I feel and what I'm going through. And really what this was just doing to me, talking about it so much, was making it worse and making my anxiety worse and making my mental health worse. And I finally, I fasted and prayed this last weekend. And I hadn't really done that in a while. And I want to start doing it more. So I fasted and prayed because I was just at a lot, even though I was talking to everybody, talking to my pastor at church, talking to my therapist, talking to this person, talking to that person. Let me ask them what they think. And, new friend I met up with, she was telling me everything she thought about it because she used to be a therapist. So, and it was just like, stop. And then before I fasted and prayed, I listened to that message this is good. If you didn't see it on my community tab, let me share it. Because it's so good. I have the sound turned off, and Cece's over here still singing the video I shared. So it's the Joel Osteen, not the Let It Go one, though that's a good message too, but it's Leave It Alone. This message, Leave It Alone. I listen to Joyce Meyer just about every day. And so the problem with that is I've heard like every single message I've heard. It's like when the new ones come out, I watch them, but a lot of them I've heard, but it's good for me to hear them too. So here it is. Leave it alone. It was so good. So I listened to that, and then I'm like, I'm still, my mind is churning, my mind is churning. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fast and pray. I did that from Friday till Sunday afternoon. And Sunday afternoon, I did feel like I had my answer. And it wasn't really the answer I wanted, though. It was kind of sad. But I was like, yeah, I need to wait. I need to leave it alone. I need to wait. So that was my answer. And yeah. But yeah, it's a situation. Like I say, pray for Red. Red's praying for you, and God knows what the situation is. And some of you that I talk to off of here know what it is too. So It's almost time for me to stop. Been going like 2 hours. So I have 20 more minutes. I still have root beer left. Excuse me. So what all are you thankful for? Anybody want to tell me what they're thankful for? I'm thankful for my kids. I'm thankful for my grandkids. I recently realized it was like, oh, duh, that's an easy thing to remember. So my grandbabies, Freya was born in 2022 in April, and Lily was born in 2023 in September, and Noah was born in 2024 in February. And I'm pretty sure it was the 13th. Like I'm the 13th. Lucky number 13. Yay, Noah with a rainbow. So, yeah. So I'm thankful. And I haven't met Noah yet, but I'm hopeful that I will sometime. Sooner or later. I'm hopeful. So my candle is still going. Flames. There we go. But yeah, I know there's a poem where I have your maker is your husband. I have that verse in one of my poems, and I think it's in this one, but I'm not able to find it. But maybe I'll find it for Friday. Yeah, so I've been going live. I decided to go live Monday and Wednesday and Friday, and it's 4:30. I'll put it in the chat. It's 4:30 Pacific time, 5:30 Mountain time, 6:30 Central time, and 7:30 Eastern time. I put it in my video the other day too. For a minute this morning, I don't know why I was out of it, but for a minute this morning, I felt like this week has gone by so fast. For some reason, I was thinking it was Monday. And I was like, especially since I'm not going to work. I used to work Monday through Friday usually, or Monday through Thursday. And since I'm not working like that anymore, still working though, always been working. I thought it was Monday. And I was like, why am I thinking it's Monday? There's been Monday, there's been Tuesday, it's Wednesday. Oh my goodness. So 4:30 Pacific. 5:30 here in Denver. $6:30 Central. And 7:30 Eastern. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay, there we go. So nobody's chatting. Are y'all still here? Oh, there we go. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I want to find that poem. I'll probably read it on Friday. So I'm pretty sure it's in here. Oh, I found it. I found it. I found it. I found it. This is a good one too. I just opened it. God just helped me find it. Did I tell you guys a story about? I told you the story about the rainbow. Yeah. Never mind. I'm not going to say that right now. I put the verse before this. This poem's called Resurrection. And I put a verse before it that's when Jesus was walking on the water. And they were scared. They thought it was a ghost. It's in Matthew 14:27. But instantly he spoke to them saying, "Take courage. I am. Stop being afraid." Resurrection. "Oh no, it's dead. I killed it. What do I do? God, are you here?" "I am." That was my marriage, by the way. "I killed it. I killed it. What'd I do? It's all my fault." "God, are you here?" "I am. It was beaten down so long, thunder rumbling, castles crumbling." That's from the Katy Perry song, Wide Awake. "Like a storm or a breeze, I could so easily freeze. But no, I melt at the thought of one who loves so much more than just a teenage crush. He freed me, so I fall to my knees. He's the only one I want to please. My maker is my husband. He even heals Stockholm syndrome. I don't believe in lies. Little girl, arise. And the story has only just begun. Now take the ball and run." I found it. I knew. I'm like, that's in my poem somewhere, in a poem somewhere. Here's one that was inspired by a Need to Breathe song. "There's a river in the wasteland." And that's the name of the album, River in the Wasteland. "I will hold my head up high. I'll never let them see me cry. They try to take it all away, but they can't take away my joy, my Jesus, my peace, my dignity, my praise. There's a crack in the door filled with light. I am unstoppable." That's me and Valentina love that song. "A force to be reckoned with, like a mighty river. If God is on my side, who can be against me?" That's from Romans 8. "So I'll just let the river wash away these lesser things and be about worshiping my King." I'll share the song that inspired that. Let's see. It's Need to Breathe, Rivers, and it has a little fox in it. It's so cute. Other songs on this album too inspired other poems in this book. My eye does not want to work. Okay, there it goes. And the one that inspired, let me share this song. I love the Defying Gravity song. Wait, did it go? Whatever are you talking about, Glenn? I think just talking and ranting to people you know is better than a therapist most of the time. Yeah. Are you talking about the situation? Like I said, I was talking to everybody about it. Yeah. But my therapist has like experience though with what I was sharing with her. She has a lot of experience with it, so that's why it was helpful. But I was just like so focused and so like almost like obsessed, and it's like I needed to get my focus. That's what the fasting and praying is supposed to do. Get your focus off of the problem and get your focus on God, who can solve the problem. Yeah. Yes, I love Need to Breathe. And here's Adina, Defying Gravity. The other poem was inspired by. Oh, are you going, Bren? Good night. Good night. Yeah, it's getting late on the. That's why I started going earlier, because it's like so late on the East Coast when I would go at like 7 here. It's already 9 on the East Coast. So let me share another. Let's see. Let me share another. Did you hit my thumbs up, y'all? Hit my thumbs up. Hit my thumbs up and share this out if you have a place to share it out and want to. Okay. Let me share one more of my videos. My favorite place. Let me see. My favorite place by the Klamath River. Let me share that one. Okay. Klamath River RV Park. Thanks, Glenn. Oh, your stepson lives in Klamath Falls. Yeah, Klamath Falls is in, or yeah, we were getting into this on Lindy's live once, and I was like, no, Klamath, just Klamath is in. Hi, Carolyn Hannah. Hello. Just Klamath is in California. Klamath Falls is in Oregon. It's the same river. It's just further up. Klamath is where the river goes into the ocean, into the Pacific. It's so pretty there. Oh, you're still here. Hey. Hey, Betty. There's my timer. That's for my last meal too. I don't feel hungry though, really. So I made lasagna. I still have to put the video together. So I made this yummy lasagna yesterday. And so it should be yummy. I mean, it is yummy because I ate it. I had some last night. I ate after my time I'm not supposed to eat because it was done at like 8:15 and I'm supposed to stop eating at 8, but I'm like, I gotta try my lasagna. It's yummy. I put some Italian sausage in it, and then I had regular pasta sauce, and I put some Rotel tomatoes and green chilies in it in the sauce. So it's really yummy. So I'm going to pray for y'all and let you go. I'm probably going to go walk. I've been walking really late. It's like I got to start walking in earlier, like walking in the morning. And I want to start swimming again. You guys, I haven't been swimming since I left my job. It's weird to go back to that pool. I might go back to a different pool. I don't know. I don't know, but I haven't been swimming and I miss it. I've been in my pool here though. So, because it's summer. And I'm a little mermaid. That's me and my ex. Curse you, Disney princess. Curse you, Disney princesses. No. Yeah. I have to go in the water, but I haven't swum laps in months and months and months. Where are you, Judy? Coyote. We had coyotes in the valley in California, and they would run away from you. They weren't harmful, but we did have a dog that ran away and disappeared, and so I don't know. Maybe the coyotes did get him. I don't know. But I'm gonna pray for y'all and let you go. But the sun doesn't go down yet, so I usually walk right before the sun goes down, which is like now. I mean, in an hour. Sunset's at 8:19, so I still have a little time at 7:30. But they're fearless now. See, they weren't like that when I was a kid in the valley in Sunland. Pasadena, the coyotes are in the Toyo. They are fearless. My sister-in-law, Arroyo Seco. Okay. Seco Canyon? I've been there. My sister-in-law Joyce was from Pasadena. Oh, you went for a walk while you're listening to my live. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to pray for y'all real quick and let you go. Dear Lord, I pray you bless Larkwood and be with him and keep him safe. It's by the Rose Bowl. Okay, cool. Yeah, we used to go there for the Rose Bowl parade. We used to go see the floats after the Rose Bowl parade. You know where they have them all setting out? Yeah. So please bless Larkwood, Lord. Please be with Judy and bless her and her family. And be with her. And please bless Carolyn, Hannah, and her family and be with her, Lord. I pray that you be with Glenn and bless him. And thank you for the support he is to us and Lindy. Please be with Betty. Thank you for her support of my channel. And I pray you bless her and her family. Please bless Leticia. Thank you for her being here. I pray you bless her and her family. I pray you bless Brenda and her family. And thank you for her. And Brenda Berner, I pray you bless her and her family and her kids and grandkids. Please bless Above Always. Thank you for them being here tonight. And bless her and her family. Did I pray for Judy? Please bless Judy and her family. Oh, I didn't even see you come in, Mary. I'm sorry. Mosquito bodysuit. I'm using it for the first time. Mosquito bodysuit. Please bless Mary and be with her and keep her safe from the mosquitoes. Thank you for her mosquito bodysuit. I've never heard of that, Mary. Oh, you thank her for seeing the sun come up. That's cool. I told you to say what you were thankful for and I didn't read them. I'm sorry. Red is so scatterbrained sometimes. I told you I'm ADHD. Yes. The sun coming up and watching the day. I get up. I'm on a bad schedule again because I'm such a night person and I'm not working. Thank you for Brenda's family and her health. That's great. That's cool. Yes, I didn't even catch you coming in, Mary. I'm so sorry. Thank you for being here, Mary, if you're still here. I'm trying to go back and pray for everybody. Please bless Laura and her family. Above Always, Brenda, Leticia. Let's see, who else? God bless all of you, and please let me not forget anybody. Euphoric Granny. She probably had to go to bed because she's in the Midwest, I think. Please bless Euphoric Granny and be with her and bless her and her family and her kids, Lord. And I think I might have gotten everybody. Please bless Betty. I did say Betty and Bren. And I pray all these things in Jesus' name. Yes. That's great. Yes, amen. And the Lord be with you always. Well, thank you that he is with us always. May it be into us all and may put our hands to prosper in Jesus' name. Yes. Yes. And let us remember to be thankful because he's with us always. All right, I'm going to let you go. Don't say that no one cares for you because I do and God does too. Don't forget to pray for Red because Red is praying for you. Bye.